After my rebirth, the first thing I did was delete my TikTok account with over 1 million followers. Almost instantly, the internet exploded with speculation, wondering if my account had been hacked. Then Leslie Hall, another influencer in the same niche, messaged me directly. Why would you just quit out of nowhere? Are you out of your mind? Even so, I shut everything off and went on a solo trip to see the beauty of the world. In my last life, Leslie and I had posted the exact same kind of video content. People accused me of copying her and called me a knockoff clone doomed to fade. I got bombarded with hate publicly and privately, and even in real life. To prove my innocence, I shared screenshots of my scripts, behind-the-scenes content, and timestamps. But they called it fake and said I staged it all. The constant cyberbullying pushed me into a deep depression, so I ended up alone in my apartment, slitting my wrists. But then, I woke up. To my shock, I was back on the very day Leslie and I had first posted those identical videos. My finger was literally hovering over the post button. 1 second later, I would have hit it and sealed the fate I already knew. As such, my body jolted like I'd been pulled from deep water. I yanked my hand away just in time, chest heaving as I gasped for breath. Looking around the familiar room, at the camera, the lights, and the draft of the video, I realized I had been reborn at the moment when I first tried to pivot my content. After calming down, I saved the video to my drafts and immediately searched for Leslie's social media. It didn't take long, and her latest post popped right up. And this one was nothing like her usual style. Her old videos were clunky, poorly edited, and barely scraping a few hundred likes. But this new one had racked up tens of thousands of likes in just 30 minutes. The comment section was also full of praise. She's doing million-follower work on a tiny account. God, is this level of beauty even humanly possible? And on and on. The dark background, the bold styling, the cinematography, music, and script. Every single detail matched the video I had just saved to my drafts. If I didn't know that I got the idea from watching a British drama and stayed up countless nights writing that script, I might have thought I copied her. Somehow she posted it first. And just like that, she went viral overnight. In my past life, that exact video destroyed me. But this time, I was going to find out the truth behind all of it. Clinging to a sliver of hope, I logged into a side account and started digging through Leslie's other social media profiles, hoping to find something that might explain things. But, as expected, she wasn't the type to share behind-the-scenes details about her work. I was about to give up when something in one of her live photos caught my eye, a familiar figure in the background. I zoomed in and tapped on the image. It captured someone's left hand, and on that hand was a ring I knew all too well. It was my boyfriend Gavin Norman's hand. I'd given that ring to him for our 1-year anniversary. I had it custom made, so there's no way anyone else could have the same one. That was when it hit me. At some point behind my back, Gavin had gotten involved with Leslie. No wonder when my world crumbled. He so quickly and cleanly cut ties with me and threw his support behind her instead. I didn't have time to wallow in heartbreak over a cheating scumbag. I needed to think clearly. Looking back, I used to vent to Gavin all the time about work, about how hard it was, about the creative sparks I get in the middle of the night. Was it possible he leaked my ideas? Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me, but he'd been on a business trip lately and hadn't been around. And even if I could get to his phone, he'd never just hand it over. I had no proof he told Leslie anything. Still, this felt like a lead, so I wasn't about to let it go. I pulled out my phone, sent him the photo, calmly explained what I'd seen, and told him we were done. Then I blocked him without hesitation. After that, I changed every lock code and password in my apartment. The last thing I needed was him letting himself in when I wasn't around. With that chapter closed, I turned my attention back to what mattered, coming up with a new video idea. This time, there would be no mistakes. Just to be safe, I decided to switch up my style again. That last video had been my first time stepping out of my comfort zone, ditching the sweet and delicate fair-skinned skinny aesthetic for something bold, glamorous, and confident. Since that look had been so well received, I figured going even further would only make things better. I spent hours brainstorming, refining, and finally writing out my new script. When I looked at the finished result on my laptop, I couldn't help but smile. No way anyone was beating me to the punch this time. To avoid